Hello familia, welcome back. We are on day 13 and I have some amazing news for you guys. Day 13, for those of you who don't have the PDF, who haven't looked at the PDF, is active recovery. I woke up this morning and I was like, I don't think I can do another hit. I just don't think I can do it. My body is so ridiculously tight. We've got some DOMs going on, so I'm like, active recovery is just what I need right now. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I know that I need to keep moving. As you guys can see on the PDF, I've written lists with stretch, and that is exactly what we're going to be doing. For the list, for those of you who did my last active recovery last week, as you guys know, it is absolutely any form of exercise for a longer duration at a lower intensity. So for me, I'm gonna make some of you a little bit jealous now. I'm gonna go to the beach and I'm actually gonna go swimming in the sea. I am such a beach bunny. I literally love the sea. I haven't been in the sea now for 5 days, which is a long amount of time for me, and I'm desperate to get in the ocean. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. But here, right now, I'm gonna be doing a stretch out, but also, I'm gonna be doing a little foam roll session with you guys. So those of you who don't have a foam roller at home, you can grab one at the gym, you can order them on Amazon and they come the next day. I can't express to you how much I recommend purchasing a foam roller for at home. These literally save you. They will help with myofascial release, which is basically loosening off the sheath that surrounds the muscle, which will help with your pain relief. So post-workout pain relief, and also just basically help you work out then the next day. So foam rolling you can do for a warm-up, for a cool down. I do it for both. To be honest, I would invest in one of these. This is the spiky one. You don't have to use the spiky one. You can also use the smooth ones. The smooth ones tend to be a little bit easier. This one's a little bit hardcore, but I don't have a smooth one. This is Alex's one, so I'm going with it. As per, I would love if you would take a split second to hit that thumbs up button. I have noticed that you guys are like coming together as a community, and it is so incredibly heartwarming, like seeing you reply to each other's comments is incredible, because what you've got to remember is we're all going through this 30 days together. You're not on your own. All of us are having those struggles. All of us are gradually feeling stronger. I've noticed such a massive difference in my body, in my strength, in my endurance. So I really hope you guys have too. I'm pretty certain you have. If you've made it to day 13, you are a soldier, and I'm so proud of you. So before foam rolling, we're just going to start off by stretching out the major muscle groups. We're going to start off with the adductors, dropping the knees apart, bringing the feet together, the soles of the feet together, and then pretending they're a book, you're going to try and open them up a little bit more. You want the chest proud and open. You want to breathe, relax, focus, drop those shoulders down, and you should feel a stretch on these inner thighs. So don't force this. We'll gradually get a little bit looser throughout the session. From there, you're going to straighten out the left leg. You're going to tuck the right leg in nice and tight. Arms come up, flex that foot, take a deep breath in. On the breath out, you're folding your body down towards your foot. You're trying to get that chest as close to the thighs as possible. Just breathe it out. Have a moment. Close the eyes if you want to, focusing on those calm, deep breaths are coming in through the nose. Slow and controlled, you're sighing them out through the mouth, and you're trying to get that chest a little bit closer to the thighs. Deep breath in and out. Last one in and out. Good work. We're going to change sides from there, going with the other leg. This time you're straightening out the right leg, tucking the left leg in nice and tight. Arms come up, this side's tighter for me. On the breath out, you're folding the body down. If you can't reach the foot, it doesn't matter, just go as far as you can, aiming to get that chest a little bit closer to the thigh. This isn't a show of how flexible we are. This is just trying to loosen off the body after what has been 12 pretty intense days. Everyone's at different levels. You're just focusing on yourself, just trying to get a little bit deeper into each stretch, because tomorrow's session, guys, is pretty intense. So it's really worth taking this day as active recovery. Breathing, 3, 2, and 1, amazing. From there, we're gonna come down into lying. Okay, all the way down. We're gonna start off, that sun is beautiful. We're gonna start off by hugging the knees into the chest, just gently rocking, massaging out the back, breathing. And reverse for me. Wow. I can hear the dancing fountains going on downstairs. I need to video that for you guys because we're nearly 100 floors high here and it's the most insane view of Dubai. So I'll do a little video for you and pop it at the end of this. Good, now you're gonna hug in the right leg. Keep the left leg bent, hug in nice and tight. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, breathe. Just focusing on your breathing control. Oh, it feels nice just to stretch. And then you're going to try and straighten out that left leg now. You're going to flex the left foot and pull in nice and tight for me. And move up the mat a little bit. Good. Breathing. And now you're going to open that leg out to the side. Feeling another deep stretch in the adductor and trying to keep that opposite hip down. The tendency is to roll with this stretch. If you need to, use the left hand on the left hip just to hold it down and then right hand on right inner knee. Breathing. 2 and 1. Amazing. Coming back into neutral, you're now going to come across the body into that spinal rotation. You may get a few clicks and clunks with this, absolutely fine. The goal for this is to try and keep the right shoulder blade flat on the mat, or as close to the mat as possible. Only once you've got that nice and anchored, you can start increasing the stretch on the right side of the body. Good work. Breathing. With each breath out, just trying to take it a centimetre further. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Slowly coming back into neutral. We're going to repeat on the other leg now. So now you're hugging in the left knee towards the chest. The right leg is staying bent. Good. Breathing. Hugging in a little bit tighter if you can. Bear in mind, one side of the body is always quite a bit tighter than the other. You just want to breathe into it. Good work. Straightening now that right leg out, flexing the right foot and trying to hug the left knee in even tighter. Really concentrating on this right knee pushing down into the mat, activating the quad, and that will increase the stretch down the hip flexor. From there, you're going to open the knee out to the side. Good. Use the right hand on the right hip to keep it down. No swaying over. Good. And then just increasing that stretch a little bit more. And then from here, watch my rib cage. Try not to let it flare. We're softening it down. Because we're still working the abs while we're here. We're still working the core. That's your stabilizer. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Back into neutral. We're going to come across the body into that spinal rotation. Good. Looking towards the opposite hand. So you're looking towards the left hand. And the left knee rotates across the body. Just breathing into it. The breathing control is so important. Calm, deep breaths in through the nose, really filling the lungs, expanding the rib cage up and down. And on the breath out, as you sigh that breath out through the mouth, slowly feel the rib cage drifting back down again. We'll do more of that a bit later, guys. Really deep breath in and out. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Back into neutral. Good work. We're now going to hug those knees into the chest. And we're going to draw circles with our hips in opposite directions. Breathing. I know some of you have messaged me to say that you've been feeling a little bit of tightness, aching in the lower back when you're doing abs. Okay, changing direction. That tends to be because your core is a little bit weak. So your abs and core are turning off, and instead your erector spinae normally, so the muscles in the back, throughout the back, in the lower back in this case, are overworking. Good. 2, and that's just a case of strengthening up the core. Strengthening up the core to the point where the core is working rather than the lower back. So by the end of these 30 days, you will be feeling your core rather than your lower back. I guarantee it. Okay, well done guys. I want you now to reach the legs along the mats. Really nice and long and straight. Then reach the arms, whoops, up and over the head. You will notice that your ribcage flares, which is what I always tell you not to do, but I'm absolutely fine with that. You're trying to reach the fingertips as far away from the toes as possible. Then you're just gonna hitch side to side, lengthening the legs away one at a time. And you should feel that slightly on the side of the body. Breathing, feeling that stretch through the rib cage as well. We're gonna be going on to foam rolling now. So I just want you to enjoy this. Good, and 1, amazing. Tucking that tailbone under, bending the knees in, and grab a hold of your foam roller. Right, that felt lovely. This is gonna feel, I don't know if lovely is the right word, but you'll feel great after. There we go. So we're gonna start off by going in on the glutes, okay? This is a point that I don't think the glutes are too bad on a foam roller. There are the little balls that you can buy as well. That hurts, not gonna lie. But a foam roller, you'll feel it, but hopefully you won't feel it to the point where it's really, really sore. So what you're gonna do is pop the foam roller down onto the mat. From there, place the hands just back and to the side of the foam roller. Lift the bottom up and sit yourself in the middle with one butt cheek on the foam roller. Hands stay down, okay? So in this case, I'm shifting over to my left with the body. I'm then gonna lift my right leg up and I'm gonna hook it over my left, okay? I've already found the point, which is why I'm slowing down a little bit. You may need to rock backwards and forwards, up and down a little bit. So side to side, down and up. And when you hit the point where you're like, yep, I got it, I just want you to hold and I want you to breathe. And here we're hitting pretty much the deep glute muscles. Certainly the glute med, I can feel it after yesterday's workout. Just breathe into it. Once that eases off, move slightly down, which is what I'm doing here. Oh yes, I've hit that point. Right, and just breathe into it. My gosh, it hurts. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And you normally want to hold around a minute. Good, you may need to readjust. That's eased off now. Finding my next point. There. Good, we'll hold for another 10 counts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to change sides. Right, amazing. So again, sitting up, planting one butt cheek onto it, okay, so the other one's up in hover. I'm now going to hook my left leg over my right. I'm going to go up and down, oh wow, I already got it. But yeah, you're going to go down and up, then rock side to side until you find the point. Okay, so for me it's right there, so I'm just going to hold. Try to breathe because it helps the muscles relax, okay? And that's ultimately what we're trying to do. We're trying to relax those muscles so that we allow the fascia to relax as well, which is what foam rolling is all about. Trying to relieve the tension. Okay, that's eased off. I'm going to go down a little and then straight away hit the next point. Breathing again. Good, you would rock side to side a little. Find that point. Breathe. And if you want to do longer on these, just pause the video, guys. Absolutely fine. We'll hold for another 10 counts. It's going to come down a little bit more for me. Oh, wow, yeah. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Gosh, I really felt that. All right, we're gonna go for the spine now. This is something that I love doing. Honestly, this loosens me off so much. Now, it's so important that we don't come too high up, and equally we don't go into the the lumbar spine. We're gonna be focusing on the thoracic spine. The thoracic spine is typically, well, not even typically, it is in everyone the stiffest part of the spine. So it's really important that we do get into the musculature surrounding the spine to loosen it off. This is amazing for posture. So many of us are in that kypho position for most of the day, whether it's at a laptop, at our desks, standing up, like doing treatment for me as a physio, hairdressing, whatever it may be, we're in that kypho position. So this is to try and open us out. We're going to be stretching out the pecs, and we're going to be releasing into the erector spine and all of the musculature around the mid-back, okay? So what I want you to do is sit yourself back towards the foam roller. You're laying it horizontally. The hands come behind you as you lower down the mid-spine onto the roller, okay? From there, I'm on my forearms. What I'm going to do now is place my hands across my chest, okay? So I'm quite mid-low on the spine at the moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll up just an inch. And then from there, I'm going to rock right side, left side, okay? Right side, left side. And if you feel a point, for me it's on the left, that is particularly tight, I just want you to stay there and then roll down an inch and up an inch. Down an inch and up an inch. Breathing. Down. If you need to support the neck, you can. Up. Down. Up. Good. We're now going to come back into the center. If you need to do the right side as well, you can. From there, just going down and up. Good work. Now we're going to come back into the center, and we're going to come up another inch. Okay, from there to the right and left. Oh wow. That left side for me is particularly tight. Good, and you're going to hold on the point where you feel it. Breathe. So with this, obviously your rib cage surrounds and is part of your spine really. It connects into your spine. So when you're taking those deep breaths in and the rib cage expands, you should feel the pressure onto the foam roller increasing, and on the breath out slowly, it releases and decreases. So up and down a little bit. Good. And then rocking onto the other side. Up and down. Oh. Okay, we're going to go with one more, coming down another inch, up another inch I should say, rock to the left. Oh wow, I'm hitting into the lats slightly now, which is what we're going to do next. On to the other side, up and down. Good work. Okay, right, onto the lats. Oh, this bit's gonna be nasty. Okay, so we're coming down the side of the body now. We did quite a lot of upper body over the last 12 days, particularly even with the planks versus the weights. All of it is working that upper body, particularly the lats. So we're gonna be working into that now. So what we're gonna be doing is lying 3/4 of the way onto our side. You're gonna place the right hand down. We're gonna be stretching out, rolling out, I should say, the left side. The left arm is coming out with the palm facing upwards, okay? You wanna use this right hand for stability. Now, I'm automatically feeling a trigger point here already, but what I want you to do is bring the arm down towards the side of the body to 90 degrees, then bring it back up again. When you feel the point that's sore, you're gonna turn the palm down and up. Once that eases off, you can move slightly up or slightly down the roller. I've hit another point here. Open the chest out slightly. Again, come down and up until you hit that point, which for me is quite high. Then you're going to turn the palm down and up. Oh, wow. Try and keep that chest a little bit more open if you can. Amazing. We're going to come up Again. Oh gosh, I really feel that. Okay, find that point, down and up with the palm. And then just breathe into it. Oh, I'm really feeling that. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Oh, right, gotta repeat that on the other side. Oh, that feels so much better already. So finding that point on the lats that's really, really tight. Okay, so foam roller comes down. We're going to use the left hand now for stability. The right side is coming onto the roller. Oh, Lily, this side is so much worse. I don't know why I said the left, it's actually the right. Okay, so we're going to roll and then we're going to come up and down. Once you hit that point, which is here for me, palm down and up. Okay, once it eases off, I need to come down a bit. My gosh, that is so ridiculously painful. Oh, down and up with the arm. I'm almost getting a little bit of nerve pain from where it's so tight. For me, this is years of swimming. I have such tight lats from swimming. I never really properly dealt with it, even though I'm a physio. Okay, coming down again, or up. Oh, okay. Breathing. Good. Well done, guys. You should feel that that has loosened off down the side here, okay? So just reaching up and over now. Again, palm up and down. I'm actually feeling this all the way down the side of the body, which is where I'm particularly tight. Don't know about you guys. Okay, onto the other side. Oh, this side's much better. I need to spend more time on that right side. And typically the side that you're dominant in is the side that's going to feel quite a bit tighter. And when you're doing this stretch, you're trying to keep that opposite hip down, so it will want to come with you. Don't let it, keep it down. Almost lean into that opposite direction. Palm up, turn. You're looking up towards the hand. Dropping that opposite hip down to the floor. Aim to try and touch it. That increases the stretch. And repeating on the other side. Arm comes up, look at the hand. Try and touch that hip as close to the floor as you can. Not folding forward, okay? We have two imaginary planes of glass, either side of us, keeping us nice and flat. Amazing. That already feels so much better, okay? From here, while we're here and while we're working into the mid to upper body, we're just gonna do a few for the neck and shoulders, okay? So we're gonna start off just by rolling the shoulders back, breathing, and reverse, coming forward. Well done, guys. 2 more. Good, now interlocking the fingers, reaching the arms out in front of you. Take the eye gaze down towards the thighs, and you're trying to let those shoulder blades drift apart, opening out. Really nice upper back stretch. Good, while you're there, you're gonna place your hands at the back of the head now. You're gonna pull the elbows together, and then just allow gravity, the weight of the arms, to take the chin a little bit closer to the chest. Breathe into that stretch. Keep breathing for 4, for 3, for 2. And then while you're there, you're just going to rock the head side to side to feel a nice deep stretch in all of those neck muscles. One more in each direction. Perfect, well done. From there, you're going to come up, squeezing the shoulder blades together, keeping the chin down to the chest, looking forward, 2, 1, And relax off. We're now going to come into the posterior capsule of the shoulder, okay? So coming across, we worked arms quite a bit this week. Mine was certainly feeling it. 5 kg weights. Well, I need to order lighter. Actually, no, I don't. I need to keep pushing. I'm getting some nice definition in my arms though. I typically don't have the biggest, strongest arms, but because I do so much body weight exercises, that's really allowed me to get that toned look in my arms. And because, you know, obviously I am going for strength, but I'm not going for bodybuilder level strength or even competing or anything like that. The lean physique is enough for me, but doing that with the 5 kgs, wow, I felt it. And I was like to Alex, I'm getting a bit more definition. So yeah, keep at it, guys. Okay, we're coming down the back now. We're gonna place the opposite hand. Oh yes, I really feel that. And you're trying to get that hand a little bit further down the back. So it's like you're trying to scratch your own back. Keep the chin down towards the chest again. Increase that stretch by just applying a bit more pressure. 2 and 1. We're going to repeat on the other side, reaching the hand down the back like you're trying to scratch it. Place the other hand on the opposite elbow and try and increase that stretch by pushing down a little bit further. Good. If you want to really increase it, you can actually lean into that side and that gets all of the side of the body. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Easing off from there. I'm now going to show you some more techniques with this for the legs. Okay, so last 2 parts that we're going to be rolling, hamstrings and quads. In my opinion, quads are a killer. That's why I've saved the best till last. We're going to go with hamstrings first. So you're going to pop the roller in the center of your mat, your area. You're then going to come over, sit your butt behind it, and pop it above the knee. Please not on the knee joint. It needs to be at least 2 inches above the knee. From there, place your hands below, and what you're going to do is lift the body weight up. Now, some of you may already feel your hamstrings there. If you want to increase it, pop the foot down, hook the other leg on top, and then if you really want to increase it, lift the leg up. And you're going to roll up 1 inch to start off with. You're going to roll side to side, see if there's a point there that's sore. If there is, hold it. If not, go up another inch. Side to side, breathe it out. Hold it. So for me, hammies aren't that bad. So if you've got one of them small balls, that will increase it a lot. Again, rolling up. Okay, so I'm hitting a point now where there's certainly a bit more resistance. And I know when I roll in, yeah, okay, that burns a bit more. That's hitting that point. And you keep going all the way up to the top. Literally 1 inch at a time. When you're holding, there's no real rule, you're holding until it decreases in tension. 30 seconds, a minute sometimes. And again, you don't, ooh, yeah, I'm hitting a point here. You don't want to go all the way up to the butt, so where the joint is, you want to stop a little bit before that. So the inner hamstring is the one that's very tight for me. Good work, okay. And you want to repeat that, guys, on the other side. I'm going to do it with you. Okay. Hands behind, lifting up. My right is tighter than my left for sure. If you want to increase it, hook over, increase it still, lift the leg. Good, roll up, in and out. Good, so for me, I'm keeping my legs down for this one, because this one's quite a bit tighter. You can lift up like so. Good, and you're repeating that all the way to the top of the hamstring. 1 inch, okay. This is my tight bit. There. Good. So please do pause the video to make sure that you've got enough time on those hamstrings, because we're going to move on to quads now. So pause now if you want to spend a little bit more time on those hamstrings, okay? Quads. Now we're going to start off at the bottom of the quad, we're going to work towards the top. Typically, The midsection tends to be the tightest, but everyone is different, okay? What you're gonna do is place your body weight forward. We're gonna go with one leg at a time, so take the right leg slightly out to the side, the left leg is on the roller. We're just above the knee. From here, come down onto the forearms, good. And you're gonna roll up an inch, you're gonna hold, you're gonna turn to the outside of the quad, wow. The inside of the quad, find the point again, which for me is the outside, hold. Good work, and it starts off okay, but trust me, it gets quite a bit harder as you go up. Okay, we're gonna go up an inch again. We're gonna roll to the outside, ooh, and the inside. You're gonna find the point that's really, really tight, and you're gonna hold. And we're keeping going. Another inch, inside and outside. For me, 100% it's the outside, and if you want to increase it, you hook the other leg on top. Wow. And you keep going, guys, all the way to the top of the quad, and you repeat on the other side. So what I tend to see a lot is this, that kind of really quick rolling up and down. I mean, you will get a release, but it's nowhere near as much of a release as if you were to slow it down like I just showed you and go with that 1 inch at a time. Amazing. Okay, so pause the video, finish that off. That was incredible. I'm already feeling looser. I need to finish off that other quad actually. But yeah, I really, really hope that teaching you this technique helped. I know this is slightly different to what we were supposed to do, but I think it's a really, really nice way of actually loosening off your body with a foam roller. We're just gonna finish up with a few back stretches, then you guys are free to go off and do your list training. So as I said, it can be anything. It could be swimming, going for a walk. Yesterday, Alex and I went for like a half an hour walk just to loosen off my legs because I was so sore. I actually recorded 2 videos yesterday, so my body was pretty sore. So make sure you go out, get outdoors, get on a treadmill, whatever it might be, go for a walk, go for a row, a swim, just to loosen off the body. And you want it lower intensity. This isn't about burning calories and really sweating. This is about flushing out the toxins and loosening off the body. If you have any questions, please pop them down below, guys, okay? So we're coming up onto all fours now. We're just gonna start off by stretching out the wrist by turning the hand round and then leaning back slightly, and you should feel a stretch down the front here. Good, and then we're gonna reverse that by placing the hand down. I get really, really tight wrists when I'm doing a lot of planks, so I'm not sure if you guys are feeling the same thing. This should be down the front part of the arm here. Good, and changing to the other side. So we're starting off, may feel a bit of restriction here. Leaning forward a bit if you can. This is my bad wrist. Not going too far, and then reversing. Good. You can come in tighter if you want to. Lean that body weight back. You should feel this in the front. And this is the area that is responsible for tennis elbow, okay? So anyone who gets pain here, a condition called tennis elbow, a lot of the time it's because the muscles down here into the tendons are really, really tight. Good work. Okay, fingers. Amazing. And then from there, up onto all fours, spreading the fingers. Just gonna do a couple of cat and dog stretches, taking the eye gaze forward, breathing in. And on the breath out, reverse, growing nice and tall through the spine. Eye gaze to the knees, core tight, tailbone tucked under. Reverse. Breath in. And breath out. The last one in each direction, breath in. And breath out. Now keeping the bottom nice and high, we're going to drop the forearms down onto the mat. I'm going to stretch the lats a little bit more after foam rolling them. We're going to reach the right hand forward and lean into that right side slightly, trying to get the chest as low as you can. And draw back in. We're going to repeat with the left, trying to get that chest quite low and leaning over to the left slightly. Good, keep that arm there. Open the knees a little bit wider. We're now going to reach both arms forward. Good, and you're aiming to get that chest nice and low towards the mat. So for me, in comparison to normal, I'm pretty tight today, but that's fine. It's because of all the training. Just breathe into it. Just turning my head side to side a little bit. And then you're resting either the forehead or the chin down onto the mat. With each breath out, trying to get a little bit further. 2. And 1, amazing. From there, coming back up, you're going to drop the bottom back onto the heels into worship pose stretch. And we're going to dig the fingertips in for this one. Breathing. You're then going to feed the right arm underneath the left with the palm facing upwards. Follow through with the head. Breathing there. If you want to increase the stretch, open the knees out a little bit wider and aim to get that ear towards the mat, even touching the mat. And then from there, dig those left fingertips in. Good, that will help you feel it in the lat. Reach that arm a little bit further through. 3, 2, and 1, and we're going to reverse. This time the right hand's forward, we're digging the fingertips in, and we're going to feed under the left hand, trying to get that ear as close to the mat as you can, palm facing up, breathing. 3, 2, walk those fingertips further forward, right hand down left, and 1. Amazing. Back into neutral. Well done, guys. From there, I'm going to bring you down onto your stomachs. Good work. Just going to go with a quad stretch, then a lower back into ab stretch. We're going to start off by reaching the left heel towards the bottom. Now, if you can't reach, don't worry. You can either grab onto a trouser leg, a sock, or place a band around your foot. So when you're here, I want the knees touching, and I want you to squeeze your butt cheeks, and that will help you increase the stretch. Squeezing there, keeping the hips down, so not lifting the hips up like so. 3, 2, and 1. Now changing sides. Good work. This one's tighter. It's probably because I didn't foam roll this side. Very silly of me. Okay, squeezing those butt cheeks. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. From there, lower down, place your hands in line with your chest, and you're just going to slide the hands forward as you come up into a mini back bend. From there, I want you to take the eye gaze forward, draw the shoulder blades down and in on the lower back, or mid back I should say. Breathing there. 3, 2, and 1. That may be enough for some of you. Stay there if it is. If not, you can go into the full back bend. From there, you're going to bring your hands back in line with your chest. Deep breath in. On the breath out, squeeze those shoulder blades together as you lift up into a full back bend. You're trying to clear the thighs if you can. Squeeze the butt muscles. Draw those shoulder blades down and in. You should feel a nice stretch on the lower back, on the abs. Breathe it out. 3, 2, and slowly down 1. We're just going to go into another worship pose stretch from there to undo the extension you've just done with a little bit of flexion. Knees wide, reaching forward, but relax the shoulders this time. And we're just going to finish up by taking those knees a little bit closer together, arms down by the side of the body, into child's pose. I just want you to concentrate on doing 5 really calm, deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth as you take that deep breath in through the nose. You're feeling the ribcage drift up and out as the ribs allow the lungs to expand. On the breath out, slowly the ribcage is going to draw back down and in as lungs empty.
Deep breath in, ribcage drifts up and out. And on the breath out, slowly back down and in. Really filling those lungs, breath in. And out. 2 more, breath in. And out. 1 more in. And you made it. You can stay there if you want to.
Otherwise, slow and controlled, bring yourself up. I am feeling incredibly relaxed right now. I don't know about you, so that was beautiful. I'm gonna head to the beach now. The sun is really strong. It's around midday here, so I've had a really nice relaxing morning. I've eaten, I've been replying to all of your messages under YouTube. I've been uploading. So yeah, now I'm gonna head straight to the beach, have a nice swim in the sea, loosen off my body even further and get ready for tomorrow, day 14, total body hit. Wow. That's going to be hardcore. You guys already know it's going to be hardcore. So enjoy today, enjoy loosening off your body. Please eat the right food for recovery. Please get your protein in for muscle growth and recovery. So important. I've put more info down below. For protein supplementation, am using Optimum Nutrition. You guys already know that because it is the best. Looking forward to reading your comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.